Hello everyone, this is Scott of ET Database, and I believe I have some proof of weather control by the Chinese, and they're actually controlling and manipulating typhoons. Hold on, let me show you more. Hello everyone, this is Scott. Please hit that subscribe button right now. That really helps me a lot. And if you can, share this on social media like Facebook, Reddit, Twitter. Really helps out a lot, guys. You gotta spread the word a little bit. This is recorded from a weather control app, and as you see that there is a distortion coming out of the city of Nigdi over here. And the distortion seems to be coming in a circular area. And believe it or not, right now there's a typhoon there in front of Taiwan. I live right there where that blue dot is. And the typhoon is huge. You can't see it here, but it's really huge. But what I'm believing is happening is that the Chinese are using the HARP kind of programs, weather manipulating programs, to break apart or direct into another direction this typhoon. Now, I believe this is true because well, it's not the first typhoon to come through here. We've been hit with about 7 typhoons in the last 2 years, and each and every one comes to the border right here of Taiwan and then turns and goes a different direction. It's strange to see something come directly at you and then suddenly to make a hard right turn every time. And for the last 2 years that's happened, but for the last 20 years that hasn't happened. So that's really strange. Now, for 20 years this never happened, and then suddenly 2 years ago it started happening. And I believe I caught them this week manipulating the weather. As you can see from the city of Nigdi over here in China, this is China, there are rays, almost like radar, coming out. And it's going in a circular pattern. Did you see that right here? Right over here. And it's creating a circular field, a typhoon of their own, actually, of a different speed and powerful enough to manipulate the typhoon over here. So that's why I believe that. I believe it so much so that I tweeted it out to the Taiwanese president. Let me show you that just a second. Here is the tweet I sent to the president of Taiwan just yesterday, right after I saw that on the map. Says, "Hello, Madam President. Great job you're doing. I saw this on weather satellite map. Is China using weather control to manipulate typhoons, or is this a radar so strong that it can change the weather? Either way, it can cause cancer at high levels like this. And it hits Taiwan." As you see, it's hitting Taiwan right there. So that's one of the tweets I sent. Then, believe it or not, just a few minutes later, 15 minutes later after tweeting this, suddenly it all disappeared. Those little lines coming out of the city of Nigdi, whatever it's called, they all disappeared. It just went quiet, and everything was calm, and everything was relaxed for about 2 hours. And then it started up again. And so I decided, hey, it might be just a coincidence, my tweet and the silence of the weather control system just shutting down. Let me do this again. So I did. So I decided to try this again. So I tweeted again. This time I said, "Is China using weather control to push away typhoons seen yesterday?" And I sent it to, yes, who else? The United Nations, the real Donald Trump, Evian Omar of United Nations, ABC News, CBS News, NBC News, The Daily Beast, The Guardian, CNN, Fox News, who loved me very much back in 2014, and MSNBC, all of which I've been in their news. And I think they know who I am if there's still some old writers around. But I sent it to all of them, and guess what? These rays that you see up here, they all disappeared. It all disappeared, guys. It went calm again. There were no lines coming out here pushing the typhoon. There was none of that. It all just disappeared within a few minutes of sending this tweet. Now after that, I got a little nervous and wondering what's really going on here. So here's Taiwan, okay? This is Taiwan right after the second tweet. And as you see, nothing's going on except for the typhoon is destroyed. It's been pulled apart to pieces. It's just gone. There's nothing left of it. Something tore it to pieces right there before it can hit Taiwan. And yet, over here in Ningdi over there, it's just silent. There's nothing. There's nothing coming out. Whatever's controlling the weather is coming out of Ningdi right here, this city in China. And it's just going out in all directions. So it's kind of strange that it went quiet so much. But right before that, right before I sent the second tweet, let me show you what I saw. Okay, so this is what I saw. Do you see those beams going into the typhoon? They're all coming from this area, okay, near Ningdi over here. Right about there is where the whole weather manipulation starts from. And it's going right into the eye of the typhoon. Did you see that? Watch this. Let's stop it. Okay, do you see that right there? It's going directly into the typhoon, right there, into the eye itself. And look at that thing glow. It's small over here, which means it started over there in this direction and it ended up over here. It doesn't go much further. It hits the typhoon and just apparently controls the typhoon, pushing it into another direction, pushing it towards Chinese enemy, Japan. But it is saving Taiwan from a big disaster and everything each time, which is wonderful. So I should probably keep my mouth shut, but it's too late now, isn't it? Foresight there. But this is pretty amazing. You see all this going in a circle. They're kind of making a typhoon size circle, almost like a radar going around. However, radar doesn't manipulate the weather itself, and this is just extraordinary. Like I said, I used a weather map app to see this and found it. I'm not going to say the name of the app because I don't want it deleted or removed from the store. So let's just keep it silent for now. But I will keep an eye on things and let you know what's happening. And if there's any more manipulation going on, if there's any more strange weather manipulation, weather controlling, I'll try to let you know as soon as I see it. I promise you. So like and subscribe, and let me know in comments what you think this is. Do you think it's just an extreme military radar out of control? Do you think it's weather manipulation? Do you think they created the typhoon themselves, or do you think they're pushing the typhoon into another direction? Scuzzy Waring, ET Database. Thank you very much for listening.